scored! The Emirates FA Cup on Astro SUPERSPORT and HD.
Nama saya Siti Nurcita Aisyah. Saya ingin menjadi doktor pakar tulang. Saya ingin merawat orang yang sakit seperti saya.
The Standard Chartered KL Marathon is the premier running event in Malaysia, attracting thousands of runners from around the world and empowering people to do great things through the marathon. From elite runners who epitomize the competitive values of the marathon and lifestyle runners who value their health and fitness, to runners who participate in the race to raise funds for deserving causes through Standard Chartered KL Marathon's Run for a Reason charity program. Hi, I'm Swarna Naidu, and this year I will run for a reason to help raise funds for the National Cancer Society of Malaysia so that they can continue to provide cancer education, care and support for the Malaysian public. For over 50 years, the National Cancer Society of Malaysia has empowered Malaysians in preventing, detecting and coping with cancer. Established in 1966, NCSM is the first cancer not-for-profit organization in the country. So I'm here with Dr. Son, the spokesperson of National Cancer Society Malaysia, and it would be perfect if you could just share a little bit about the organization. So what exactly are the main objectives of NCSM?
We prevent, find cancer early, and we support those who have cancer through their journey with cancer. So the clinics that we have are the Cancer and Health Screening Centre, the Nuclear Medicine Centre, the Resource and Wellness Centre, Quit Smoking Clinic, as well as the Children's Home of Hope. SCKL epitomizes the idea of participation at any level. And this year, World Cancer Day, which is on the 4th of February, the theme is sports. And the theme that we have is that we can, I can.
Cancer patients face a challenging time upon prognosis, even more so when the patient is a child. So I'm sitting here with Puan Rahima, the mother of child cancer survivor Julita. Puan Rahima, apakah perasaan anda bila Puan tahu anak anda mengidap kanser?
Masa mula-mula saya dapat tahu dia mengidap kanser, saya tak boleh terima. Betul kan anak saya mengidap kanser? Lepas tu dia masih kecil lagi, umur dia 5 tahun. Saya dengar kanser je, pasti maut. Lepas tu doktor kata dia kanser tulang, Ewing sarcoma. Ewing sarcoma jenis kanser yang ganas, kata doktor. Saya tanya doktor, anak saya boleh baik tak doktor? Doktor kata sekarang kanser dah ada ubat, tak macam dulu. InsyaAllah dia boleh baik. Doktor cakap pada saya pihak NCSM bagus. Banyak sokongan moral yang diberikan kepada kita orang. Akak pun tumpang gembira tengok anak-anak hilang perasaan kanser tu hilang. Tapi kanser betul-betul jahat. Dia buat kita kadang-kadang tenang, kadang-kadang risau.
Cancer can be terribly debilitating, and to fight it, one needs all the support one can get. That's why I'll be raising funds for the National Cancer Society of Malaysia when I run for a reason in the Standard Chartered KL Marathon. I want to give these children a home when they need it, and hope when it's hard to find. So please choose my profile on the KL Marathon homepage at www.kl-marathon.com and donate generously.
The funds will be channeled towards the Children's Home of Hope, which is a home away from home, where we have affordable accommodation for children with cancer who are having treatment in Hospital Kuala Lumpur. With hope, as the name implies, Children's Home of Hope. With hope, I implore you to give towards the run, to give towards the work of the National Cancer Society of Malaysia, so the future of all Malaysians will be cancer-free.
Run for a Reason is a charity initiative of the Standard Chartered KL Marathon. To find out more about the beneficiaries and how to participate, log in to www.kl-marathon.com. Running a marathon is a great personal accomplishment, but Run for a Reason is to race with a heart. See you at the start line.
Who said James Harden didn't play defense?
Lee Chong-wei, you will definitely be back to defend your title.
Yes.
Back on your screens again.
Yes, yes, YouTube and TV.
You've got me and Amanda to keep you company for the next 30 minutes.
And we hope that you've had a great weekend because a certain club didn't.
She's talking about Barcelona.
You read my mind. I mean, after gaining tons of attention following their biggest comeback against PSG midweek, the Catalan club was brought back to earth against Deportivo La Coruña.
They probably underestimated the relegation fighters. 5 changes were made by Luis Enrique for this match.
So one of the biggest names out there was Neymar, but on paper it shows that the Catalan side never really had a problem when the Brazilian sat out, winning 8 out of the 10 without him. And the other 2, a draw.
That loss now looks to have put their title defense in danger.
Ivan Rakitic and Andres Iniesta was spotted among the spectators for this game. On the field, Marc-Andre ter Stegen was called into action first, denying Joselu from close range. But it was the Stoke City loanee who got it better next time around. He opened the scoring for the home side 5 minutes from break. Now, he's proving to be a big game player after scoring 2 against Real Madrid and now 1 against Barcelona, only the second player ever to do that this season. Didn't take long for the visitors to draw a level though, moments after the interval, unrelated to each other. Then Suarez sends a cross in for Luis Suarez. The Uruguayan does what he does best, scoring his 21st league goal of the season, and that should have marked as a match motivation for the visitors, but instead it was Deportivo who felt inspired. With 17 minutes remaining, Alejandro Arriba's header was tipped onto the post by ter Stegen, and an unmarked Alex Bargentinos hits the resulting corner to take the lead once more. They could have made it 3, charging forward on the counter-attack. I mean, look at them. 3 of them going against the lonely goalie, with Piqué to the rescue off the line. And just like that, Barca ends their 6-game streak, extending their unbeaten run to 4 games. Gaisca Garitano was sacked after going on a winless run this year with 2 points off a relegation. Replacing him, former West Brom manager Pepe Mel. And since the takeover, Mel's side has gone from winless to unbeaten, and that includes 2 of the top 4 teams, Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. And prior to that game, Deportivo was hovering above the relegation spot in 17th, and now that victory lifts them to the top. Top of the last 6 teams, that is, currently sitting at 15 now, a much better position to give them some breathing space, don't you think? Barcelona's defeat earlier meant that Real Madrid only had one thing on their mind, top of the league. But first, they have to see off Real Betis. Not the start they were looking for, however, a mistake made by Keylor Navas after saving the ball, but lets it slip past his hands into the net for the simplest finish for Antonio Sanabria. Then Real answered back by none other than CR7. The Portuguese hits in from a Marcelo cross, making him the highest assisting defender in Europe's top 5. Lucas Vazquez had a chance surging forward, but Cristiano Piccini decides to hold him back, literally. And that foul means a second yellow for him, and the away side are down to 10. With the man down having to defend a quarter, surely one man is left unmarked. And that man is Sergio Ramos, scoring another huge late goal for Madrid. His 8th goal, the most scored by La Liga defender this season. And back on top, Real goes with a game in hand and 2 points more. Sevilla dropped to 2 points after their draw with Leganés, and Atletico Madrid keeping their Europe dream alive, 4 points ahead of Villarreal.
Staying in the top half now, but moving to England, where Liverpool were looking to extend their unbeaten run at home to 4 matches. But then Burnley did this.
Well, for Burnley, that's barnstorming. For Liverpool, it's very worrying.
Jurgen Klopp roaring at his men for that. Perhaps they were missing Dejan Lovren at the back. It took the Reds quite a while before they leveled things. Jorginho Wijnaldum with his 5th of the season.
We're also a little bit lucky because, you know, the previous game that we played like this, We lost, but at those kind of games we didn't had really the fighting spirit. But today it was good. You know, we try everything to keep them from our goal and try to conceding goals. And I think we did it good in the second half.
And then at the hour mark, Liverpool doubled their lead. Emre Can with his first goal at Anfield since November of 2016. Klopp's men have now won 14 points from losing positions in the league, a joint high with Spurs. The goal scorer, meanwhile, only had nice things to say about their opponent.
It was a very tough game. They were strong, they were good in the air, and they played a lot of long balls, and they were dangerous, but I think we believed in us, and then we played good. We had few chances to score, and then we scored, and we are very happy.
Yes, if we want to stay where we are, then you need to win football games. You know, if not, we cannot make the choice and say this yes, this not. And it feels really good. It feels really good today that we could do it, even like this. Because I said a lot of times, the good games as a team like Liverpool, you win most of the time. We didn't win all of them actually, but usually you win the good games. But the average games and the bad games, you need to stay. You need to be a challenger too. And today, yeah, we were this challenger.
It wasn't the best of matches for Harry Kane against his former club Millwall because he only played 4 minutes of it before picking up a knock.
He twists his ankle, the same ankle that was before the game against Sunderland. Now it's to wait, assess tomorrow, after tomorrow, and see what happened.
Forced into an early substitution, Mauricio Pochettino called upon Christian Eriksen, and the Dane went straight to work.
There's Dele Alli, and there's Eriksen with the shot, and Christian Eriksen finds a way through. Spurs have been dominant from the off, and now they have the lead.
The floodgates were unlocked. 10 minutes later, Son Heung-min got on the score sheet. And if you thought the goal was great, check out the handshake he had with Dele Alli after that. I think it took even longer than the setup for the goal. You and I should have a go at it, huh, Amanda? What do you think? Son and Ali would make it 4 when the second half resumed. Check it out. Vincent Janssen also got in on the act to the delight of his manager.
You need to be ready. And then if the manager believes that I can give the opportunity, you need to take the opportunity.
But Son really wanted to keep the match ball, so in the dying minutes of the match...
Janssen and Son are central. Here's Son! Oh, and he's got his hat-trick! He's found a way past Tom King to score his first Tottenham treble.
There's still one more FA Cup quarterfinal to be played before the draw for the semis. And of course, we've got you covered in the early hours of Tuesday morning for that. The last time the Blues lost at home to the Red Devils, the artist won Best Picture at the Oscars. Adele's Rolling in the Deep won Record of the Year at the Grammys. And the Encyclopedia Britannica discontinued its print edition after 244 years. If you still can't figure out the year, it was 2012.
Unai Emery attempting to get back to winning ways after receiving the vote of confidence by PSG suits, but it didn't start very well for his side. Thiago Silva's early chance parried away by Benjamin Lecomte. Then, when Julian Draxler tried to set up Edison Cavani, Lecomte was in his way again. However, from the subsequent corner, Benjamin Janot deflected the ball into his own net. That's the 58th goal conceded by Lorient. They would concede even more after the break, when 19-year-old Christopher Nkunku with his first league goal for the club. Later, Lorient would reduce the deficit through Michael Siani. But come on, let's face it, you're not 5-time European champs Barca, so there was no late comeback this time, leaving PSG unbeaten in 11 league matches.
Lyon boss Bruno Genesio hoping his gamble with former United flop Memphis Depay would pay off against Toulouse, but it was the visitors who almost broke the deadlock. Luckily, Corentin Jean only hit the bar here. Former PSG man Christophe Chalet didn't miss at the first time of asking. That's his first goal of the season too. And then it was time for the Pie to show United what they were missing. First with this Neymar-like touch. Okay, we have to admit, the finish was not as good as his ball control skills. Better luck next time, MD. Second half now, Maxwell Cornet going, "I'll show you how it's done" to the Pie, getting his third goal of the season. Lyon cruising ahead by 3 now. The Pie with some unfinished business, finding the back of the net with his first of the night. And then out of nothing, collecting a loose ball before doing this. David Beckham eats your heart out. Lyon win 4-0, stretching their unbeaten run to 7. Janicio, a happy, happy man.
When he picked up the ball.
Lyon have now scored at least 4 goals in 6 of their last 7 matches. Maximum points for Lyon means they stay in 4th, 13 points behind third-place Nice, who dropped points after sharing the spoils with Caen. After a further 2 points adrift are PSG in 2nd place. They trail current leaders Monaco, who beat Bordeaux over the weekend by 3 points.
Okay, Swarna, do you remember the last time PSG did not win the French league? I'll give you a clue. Chelsea won the Champions League that year.
Chelsea won the Champions League? That's a while ago. I'm gonna say 2010-ish?
Close. 2011, 2012.
Okay. Since we're quizzing each other, though, do you know when Monaco last won the French league title?
Clue?
Okay, I think Christina Aguilera's "What a Girl Wants" was #1 in the Billboard Top 100.
Babe, I was 10.
You probably were. 1999, 2000.
Okay, sounds about right. Okay, last question. Do you know what's coming out after a break? Please tell me.
This.
Trying to take Harden. Irving denied by Harden, and then Irving fouls Harden.
Who said James Harden doesn't play defense?
Hey, wait, come back. This is not a commercial. It's not a commercial. Actually, it is, lah. It's more than that, though. As a consumer, we always want extra perks for everything we buy. Waterproof one on this phone. Wow, slow-mo shot. Oh, you guys are serious about a demo. In most loyalty programs, when you purchase something, they reward you with either cash or points. But at Senheng, for every item you purchase, you get both cash and points. Double rewards. Shock, right? Oh, yo, it's the Samsung SUHD Curve TV. Hey, this TV waterproof one, ah?
Tiada siapa akan tahu betapa hebatnya anda sampailah anda melakukannya. Anda bukan sahaja bagus, tetapi lebih hebat daripada bagus. Pencapaian yang besar dapat dicapai dengan kerja keras. Dengan dashing deodorant tanpa gas baru, anda akan tahan dengan lebih lama.
Get into the spirit of the SEA Games 2017 Kuala Lumpur with a look back at the glorious moments and achievements of our athletes. Imbasan Sukan Sea on Astro Arena and HD.
It looks like all you guys were having so much fun out there. This weekend, what has been the highlight for you?
Taking pictures with all the celebrities out there. Just the smile in their faces, how excited they are to be here. I think that's the highlight. You know, I think everything else on the court going to take care of itself. And it's just fun. It's fun, and I'm really proud of myself that I can give that happiness and see them smile.
Welcome back to Daily. Catch the return of Wishlist Season 2 this weekend. And first up, we have the adventures of James and Joven at this year's NBA All-Star Weekend. You're still here with Amanda and I, and together we will be bringing you the latest from the hoops section now. Now, Amanda, is it April Fool's yet?
Don't be silly, it's March.
Well, in the NBA, it's not. According to ESPN's renowned NBA reporter and USA's #1 Manchester City fan, Mark Stein, April Fool's came early this year.
What do you think he meant by that?
Okay, so earlier he tweeted that the Golden State Warriors are 28th in terms of offensive efficiency, while Cleveland are 29th when it comes to defense this month alone.
Okay, is that why you were giggling while you were scrolling Twitter earlier?
Okay,
silly girl.
Now the Cavs stand a chance of becoming the first team outside the DE to win it all since the LA Lakers did it 16 years ago. And that efficiency was about to be put to test against the Beard. That's right, James Harden, who had 30-plus points in 4 of his last 5 games, going head-to-head with LeBron James and his All-Star buddies. Quick start for LeBron, already combining well with his new teammate Deron Williams for this jam. Following that, he goes solo this time, putting a show for the Texas crowd, pulling away with a foul in the process. All that and missing one tiny detail, it's the Beard's house, LeBron. Harden taking back control, taking a drive down the paint for a layup. Above all, showing the Cavs how to defend. Seriously? James Harden? Defending? You bet I am. Blocking off Kyrie Irving before gaining possession. I bet even Kyrie was dumbfounded with this one.
Who said James Harden didn't play defense? He took the challenge right now.
The Beard's not quite done yet, coming up with a steal and then driving coast to coast for the basket. Another big blow to the Cavs' defense as Harden recorded his 16th triple-double.
16 lead changes in this game. When you hear those MVP chants after a performance like this, what goes through your head?
I mean, I missed a free throw first. No, it feels good, man. We're playing well. We're playing for each other. The city has our back, and honestly, this feels good.
You told me last few weeks that you guys have been building the confidence that you can win this thing. What does this win do for that confidence?
It gives us an extremely amount of confidence, especially the last several games we were playing against all top teams, and so another good win for us, and we just got to keep our momentum up and keep playing well.
Okay, it's 6th versus 9th in the East now, and can I just say that Hassan Whiteside is savage? The Miami center doing some real damage against Indiana, and more importantly, giving his team plenty of second chances. The 7-footer was everywhere, muscling his way to every rebound in the paint. 26 points to go with his 21 boards on the night. This is his 5th game with 20-20 performance, which makes him the franchise's all-time leader, but there was someone who had a better game, and his name is Paul George. The Pacer making the Miami defense dizzy here, and then later on flexing his range. That triple to give Indiana an 8-point advantage. George finishing with 28 points and 10 rebounds. And then leave it to rookie Miles Turner to close the show. 15 points from the 20-year-old center. Indiana win by 4. They next face New York in 2 days.
I was better being poised. Thought the first 2 times we played this team, I allowed them and their physicality to get me out of my game. Tonight I just stayed poised through it, got in my zone, got in the rhythm, and led us to a win.
You've alternated wins and losses since the All-Star break. The 9 games, you're 5-4. You know what a winning streak would do with this playoff picture.
The position is nice. That's how we got to look at it.
To the West now, Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns have almost nothing to play for, but judging by this move, you would think they're pushing for a playoff spot. 28 points for Booker on the night. Their opponents, Portland, though, have a lot to play for. Sitting in 9th and playing like their lives depended on it, Damian Lillard leading the charge. The point guard would lead all scorers with 39 points. His teammate CJ McCollum also got in on the act, going with the outrageous, the hoop, and the harm. Another CJ special coming up, 29 points for the shooting guard. The pair of Lillard and CJ combining for 65 points on the night. So 5 wins in their last 6 for Portland. Watch out, Denver.
Going back to the East, Boston took on Chicago, the Bulls needing to break their 4-game losing skid, but it wasn't going to happen here because they couldn't get a bucket to save their season. Bobby Portis, Jimmy Butler, and Dwayne Wade all missing from close range. Chicago with only 9 points in the first quarter and an all-time season low. The Celtics coasted to a 13-0 lead and never trailed in this game. Coach Fred Hoiberg speechless. And we have Butler trying to explain how he missed earlier. The Bulls did not get any better in the second half either. D. Wade missing from the corner. Jay Crowder with a quarterback-like pass to Avery Bradley. 25-point game to Boston. The Seas were so comfortable they could rest Isaiah Thomas in the final cue after he added 22 to Boston's cause, winning this by 20.
What kind of potential are you looking for? A 2 seed, 1 seed? Like, how do you feel like you guys can go?
Either or. We control our own destiny. We've let ourselves slip a little bit, but we're back at it. Hopefully this gives us some confidence and gets us rolling. And these last 15, 16 games, we can shut it down.
Still to come, you know what they say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? Well, that's until we get a hold of it. Back in a bit.
Is that Kyle Busch in the middle there? It's Kyle Busch and Logano.
This broadcast of the Premier League is brought to you by Wanda Coffee. Try the new Wanda Extra Presso. Brickfields Asia College, the fastest and smartest way. And My AG, your e-government service provider.
Kenapa saya rasa macam saya dalam badan awak?
Rafiq, cepat sikit!
Sejak bila saya pakai kasut bola pink ni? Susah betul lah benda-benda make-up ni.
Kita kena juga cari cara untuk tukar balik badan kita.
Korang nak tukar badan balik? Kenapa? Kenapa?
Lina?
Ya?
Kasut bola pink on Astro First Exclusive. Purchase via channel 480 or on OD.
All aboard the SuperSport Daily Express train in Indian Wells. The biggest upset in the third round of the women's game saw British #1 Johanna Konta shown the exit. Despite taking the first set, Caroline Garcia fought back to end the world #11's challenge. 8-seed Svetlana Kuznetsova awaits her in the fourth round. Garbine Muguruza almost followed in Konta's footsteps, but after dropping the first set against Kayla Day, the Spaniard bounced back to book the spot in the next round, where she will face Elina Svitolina. And no upset between Dominika Sibokova and Kristina Pliskova either, even though the world number 54 Pliskova shook the 2014 quarterfinalists by winning the first set. The world number 5 Sibokova then needed tie breaks in the remaining 2 sets to progress. She is set to face Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova next.
Are you still with us? The train now moves over to the men's section. The BNP Paribas Open saw Australian Open winner Roger Federer produce a convincing display in front of the Californian crowd. He took just 51 minutes to defeat Frenchman Stéphane Robert, and if that's not enough, he didn't face a single breakpoint. American Steve Johnson awaits him in the third round. Meanwhile, Kei Nishikori is looking to better his record from the quarterfinal round last year. He defeated British #2 Dan Wells in well over an hour. The Japanese will face Gilles Muller next. Rafa Nadal is also having the best time under the California sun. After having his first serve broken by world number 145 Guido Pella, the Spaniard responded in fine fashion, taking the match in straight sets in under 90 minutes. He will face fellow compatriot Fernando Verdasco in the third round. Given the run for his money is world #2 and defending champ Novak Djokovic, 44 places below his opponent. Kyle Edmund doesn't seem to bother taking the first 3 games. However, the Serbian put a stop to that, classic Joker style. After almost 2 hours of grueling battle, Djokovic prevailed in the tiebreaker to set a date with Juan Martín del Potro in the next round.
Yeah, set a match, Djokovic.
I hope so I can see you next year.
Oh.
Let's just confirm that. Lee Chong-wei, you will definitely be back to defend your title.
Yes.
You heard that right. After winning his 4th All-England title, Lee Chong-wei confirmed that he will still be playing in 2018. The world #1 produced one of the most dominant displays of his career when he disposed China's new badminton hope, Shi Yuqi, in straight sets. This right here, summing up the match won in one rally. Chong-wei demonstrates some Wolverine-like recovery to turn defense into attack. Even on the rare occasion when Chong-wei made a mistake, he still managed to hurt his opponent. The 21-year-old ended up on the other side of the court. Hey, keep your eye on Shuki's right feet, okay? That has got to hurt. But this accident only served to delay the inevitable. And so after 45 minutes on court, Chong-wei would close out the match in the best way possible, becoming only the 3rd Malaysian to win 4 All-England titles.
Over to some motorsport now, where Las Vegas became the latest host for the NASCAR's Cobalt 400 race. Not an ideal start for some. Kevin Harvick dragged himself on the wall there, while Danica Patrick's car is still feeling a little hungover. Ahead of the pack, Brad Keselowski lost his lead with 24 laps to go. However, that didn't last for Martin Truex Jr. after an untimely mechanical problem with just 2 laps remaining. The race would be remembered for this incident, though. Kyle Busch cost Joey Logano the race in the final lap, and it's fair to say Logano is not a happy man. But whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, they say. Not for this man, Keselowski, with his 2nd win in as many weeks.
I guess that's all the time we have. I mean, I did have a lot of fun.
Time really flies.
It does.
Yeah, exactly. No, don't forget to get your votes in for the top 30. I don't think anyone could top the Pie Screamer. I hope y'all feel the same way. But you have until 10 a.m. Wednesday morning.
Right, 10 a.m. Also, don't forget to join Nadia and I tomorrow on Daily, same time, same place.
See ya!
Wow! It's beautiful! Don't do it, Tony!
Watch your favorite kids programs on demand, now on Connected PVR and all-new Astro Go.
Get into the spirit of the SEA Games 2017 Kuala Lumpur with a look back at the glorious moments and achievements of our athletes. Imbasan Sukan Sea on Astro Arena and HD.
My name is Michelle Darnell, and I am the wealthiest woman in America.
You're under arrest for insider trading.
You're bankrupt. All your accounts have been frozen.
Mom, if she doesn't have anywhere to go, she should stay here.
What is all this? This is my way back. We are going to start a brownie empire.
What do we say if somebody doesn't want to buy?
Buy my brownies, or I'll kill you.
Don't say that, Kristen.
The Boss premieres Saturday, March 18th, 10 p.m. on HBO.
Wembley beckons. Big chance. He scored.
The Emirates FA Cup on Astro SuperSport and HD.
The top seed is back in tremendous form.
We rise. Oh, yes. What a shot.
BNP Paribas Open Indian Wells, live on Astro SuperSport 2 and HD.
The headlines from OMNISPORT on Monday the 13th of March. PSG keep up their pursuits of Monaco. Barca slip-up means it's advantage Real. And it's comeback day at Indian Wells. Also in the show, another triple-double for Westbrook. Hadwin holds on at Valspar Championship. And Feyenoord boost hopes of drought-breaking title.